I have some videos on decluttering. If you're into that kind of content, I've decluttered cupboards, I've decluttered closets. I think that's kind of all you declutter, right? Closets and cupboards. I mean, everything else is kind of... I don't have a huge hoarder house. I've been fighting the hoard my whole life. And so I feel like I'm winning. Some people may disagree. Anyway, I just want to do a little bit of a challenge. Before I get a new job, I have some time and I really feel like I need to get rid of some stuff. So I believe it's like a 30-day challenge, and on the first day you get rid of one item. On the 30th day you get rid of 30 items. See how that works. I'm not necessarily going to do that. I'm going to get rid of the appropriate number of items for each of the 30 days. I made myself a little chart, and it may take me less than 30 days to accomplish it. But I'm basically just gonna go and take 10-15 minutes, go to a spot. Tonight I'm gonna go to my kitchen, get as many items as I can, and then find the appropriate circle. And I don't know if I have stickers, maybe put a sticker on it to cover it up. I like stickers. That's one thing I miss about school. I miss stickers. Anywho, so I'm gonna do that. And I hope to fill this whole thing up and get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. And you can do it too. There are tons of people and videos that do the same challenge. This is just what I'm doing with my own rules, because I think, you know, you have to make it work for you. And I don't know if I have done this in the past for 30 days and I have accomplished it. This was like 2024 and it was good. It was really good. But this time I just need a little bit of wiggle room because I'm just doing a lot right now. So I want to be able to get what I can get done when I can do it. So that's what I'm doing for me. If you are into decluttering and whatever it is I'm doing here, could you please like and subscribe? And immediately I see a couple items. 2 items I set aside said, I'm going to use these for something else, and if I don't, I'll get rid of them. And it's been months, so they're going to go. This is also another item I said, I'm going to make sure I use this or I'm going to get rid of it. So. This expired in 2020. Oh, that's expired. Doesn't have an expiration date on it. I don't think these have an expiration date either. This recently expired. I hold on to them for a little bit longer. Yeah, I never did use these oats. I think I was going to make oat milk with it or something, and I never did. So I don't even know if you can make it with this stuff. It's old-fashioned oats. I think that's what you use for that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items from the kitchen. It's a good start. I found some stickers. I don't think I have enough, but we're going to start. And we did 6 items, so we get to cover up that circle. Another update to my challenge. I don't know how many yet. I just did a quick walkthrough of my laundry room and also a lit table where I kind of collect stuff, and I just kind of been dropping stuff here all day, and we'll go through it together. of what I'm getting rid of. Coconut oil. I've had this way too long. I never use it for anything. I found this in my laundry room. It's garbage. Also found this in my laundry room. I bought it when I started selling on eBay. And then I read about how toxic this is, and there's not even a list of ingredients on here. So I've never used it again. I did use it to remove stickers, and I found a much easier way to remove stickers from things. So also in my laundry room, garbage. Actually, I could probably recycle that bag. I found this on my table. I don't need this. This was in my laundry room. I don't know why. I have a bunch of eye masks. I don't need that. Sticker that I don't need. Coupons expired. I don't know why I've had that. And then miscellaneous paper, mail, and I got a new catalog, so that one can go. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 items I'm getting rid of. Let me stamp it. The little cat stamp. All right. I stamped it. 13 is stamped. Getting rid of 2 more things. A candle I made at a work function that the candle's all gone now. And some stamps. I'm going to count this as just one thing, but I've kept these for decades, and I'm finally letting go. So we're going to mark our 2, and that's our declutter for today. All right, so this is what I'm getting rid of out of that big long pile of stuff that I don't know why it took me so long to go through it, but it was a lot. So on this side, there's 31 items. Oh, my little thing only goes up to 30 days. So we're gonna push the 30, and then on this side there's 11 items. Plus 1 because I had 31, so 11 plus 1 is 12. So yeah, I'm gonna cross those 2 off and get rid of everything. I did a real quick walkthrough at Surfaces and just grabbed things to declutter. That pen sucks. So that's leaving. And we're going to count these up and see what we're getting rid of. Okay, so I counted 8 items that we're getting rid of today. Continuing on with the declutter challenge. Here's a whole bunch of stuff I found in my eBay room. I actually had 2 of these, so I'm just going to donate this one. There's obviously a lot of trash and recycling going on. All of this, I decided just to count it as 11. It seemed good enough. I know there's a lot of paper and junk in here, but I'm just going to go 11. So let's stamp off 11. Call it a day. Back for more decluttering. The chart is filling up. We're going to get rid of a big thing today. I tried to sell this locally and I don't feel like shipping it, and so I'm going to donate that. And an empty box and some more things that were in my eBay room that I don't want to sell. This used to be one of my favorite rings, but it's like all tarnished and everything, so I don't know if that's going to end up in the garbage or donating. And then a battery to I have no idea what. So that is also leaving the house, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So we're gonna do that. We're doing pretty good. I just finished my live. We got rid of 24 items, so I'm gonna put it on my little map here. We're going to do that. Oops. There we go. All right, we got rid of 24 items. Real quick declutter. We got 5 items here that we're decluttering, so I get to do that. Go me. All right, real quick. I did decluttering today, and a lot of it is paper and junk, but I did get rid of a few things, but total of 77 items. Yay! So I'm gonna mark off, let's see, I got some ink on my floor. We're gonna mark off 29, 28, and 20 because that totals 77. So still have quite a bit to go, but knocking out some of those high numbers. So gotta keep going. All right, I did some more decluttering. Also got rid of, I had these listed for sale and I'm just kind of done selling shoes, so I'm gonna redonate those. And I counted everything up and I've got a total of, I believe, 56 items. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna stamp 27, 26, and 3. We are filling this up. Oh boy, it's getting tough, but I managed to find some things before I go to bed tonight. I found 9 things to get rid of, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark off 9. I'm gonna have to really get down to it to finish this out. I got rid of more stuff and I counted up 27 items. So I'm gonna go down to my little sheet here and I think I'm gonna do 23 and 4. So it's going. All right, I did some more decluttering, paper declutter. I have such a hard time with paper, but a few things, mostly paper, but 22 items. So I'm going to cross that off and we're gonna keep going. All right, I was really trying to get the rest of my chart done today, but I did go through some stuff and I've got 38 items here, and if I can remember, I can add this correctly, then I can cross off 19, 18, and 1. So we're getting very close. We just have these. And now I'm gonna guesstimate that that's just a little over 60 items or so. So I'm gonna keep working at it and see if we can get this finished. Not very exciting. We're getting down to, I'm going through a lot of papers and junk, and so there's 16 pieces of paper basically here, different types. And so a little boring, but we're gonna knock off that one. We're getting close. Oh my gosh. So I have been running around the house for the last 15-20 minutes. I pulled stuff out of the cupboards. I had an empty box in my, several empty boxes in my cupboard. I found old bags. I found old masks sitting around. I just grabbed stuff, and plus I was still going through a whole bunch of papers, which was really good because I got rid of a lot. But anyway, there's like 46 items here, and that's it. that's the end. I did it. I did it. I get to cross off or mark the last few here. And I did it. I filled up the sheet. I got rid of all those things. And I'm going to show you the pile of the stuff. Okay, it's done. I finished my decluttering. This is all the items from the 30 or 31 day challenge, probably 30 day. There's a couple items missing. The suitcase and the box that had the stool, the chair or whatever in it. It was new in the box. I took those things to the thrift store the last time I went because I couldn't stand this stuff in my house. And I was going to the thrift store anyway, so I grabbed the big stuff and took it with me. But everything else in here is either going to be donated, recycled, or thrown out. So that is the next project that I will do because I want this stuff out of here. I want to start fresh. It was hard. It was really hard. When I got down to the last like 50, 60 items or so, I was running around my house opening cupboards and just grabbing everything. I even did another pass in my bathroom, which I have already done earlier in the challenge. I did another pass and grabbed a few more items. So it was hard, but I'm glad I rallied and I finished, and now I can get this stuff out of my house. I have been editing the decluttering footage that you have seen prior to me stepping in here. That was finished. That was finished over a month ago. And almost immediately after I finished it, and I was struggling, like I think you noticed in the last few clips that I was really like, I'm just running around the house looking for stuff. One, it was towards the end, and I was just like, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of this hanging over my head. And I wasn't being as thorough as like, I wasn't being as focused or like, oh, I'm just going to sit and do this spot in this corner. I was basically just running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I just wanted to finish the project. And that happens. I mean, that's just reality. And I think that's why it is good to have guidelines, because if I didn't have this goal, well, I would have stopped. I would have stopped and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done decluttering. But I had this goal and I had this purpose and I finished it. And everything is gone. The whole pile up I had has been recycled, sent to thrift stores, or trashed. All that is gone and out of my house, and it's good. It feels good. I know anybody who has trouble getting rid of things probably knows this feeling, but like at the moment, you're like, I might regret this, or should I really get rid of this? And for me, it's over the stupidest things. I don't know what it's like for you. It's like not a big thing. It's not like I'm deciding I'm going to get rid of this couch. Getting rid of a couch is a big thing. Well, I'm actually getting rid of this couch, but I want to find a home for it first. I will have a breakdown over a piece of paper. And I am aware that this is a problem. And I'm working on it, and I'm really seeing, I think it's the repetition of removing the things and being okay. It's like, look, I got rid of it and I'm okay. I didn't need it. Nothing, my whole world didn't collapse. And it's the process of doing that over and over again that really helps you see. But the whole process was so good. It just happened to come at a time that was a little chaotic for me. When I started this challenge, I was unemployed, and I was prepared to be unemployed for a couple of months at least. It ended up only being a few weeks. And I wasn't ready for that because I had so much cleaning and decluttering that I wanted to do to get my house in order so that I can start a new job and a new, new outlook, new everything. And it all just kind of smushed together. And I was trying to finish this decluttering project. And it was a lot, but it was so good. So the decluttering project is over. You've seen the results. What happened afterwards? Besides, I had to get rid of all that stuff. That was easy. Well, not easy, but I just broke it down. I put on a show and I went through that stack. Normally, when you declutter, you just do that then when you're doing it. But I saved it all to show you the amount of stuff you could get rid of in this amount of time. So that's why I created yet a little problem for me at the end to fix. But it's okay. I just threw on a show and, got rid of everything. And the heck is that? Oh, okay. And almost immediately after I finished the challenge, like I started, it's like, oh, I could get rid of this. I could get rid of this. I could, I don't know if I could do this again, but I'm already seeing so many things I can get rid of. And having filmed this, part of me is like, oh, I should wait and film it because that is what we do now. And part of me is like, just get rid of it. So I'm trying to make peace with that. Like, do I want to make more decluttering content or not? But I can tell you though, if you go through this project in any shape, way, or form that it fits in your life, like you could do the whole like 30 days very methodically, or you could be like me and be like, this is the amount of time I have. I'm going to go through stuff and then I'm going to mark it off, like whatever it is. You do you. But like once you do that, when you have been looking for things to get rid of, it just happens. Now it's like, oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. So that would be my conclusion of doing this challenge, is that to have that in your brain for 30 days or more or less, it really can reshape like how you look at things in your home. So highly recommend. I finished the project. I am debating on another decluttering project, if I want to do this one again or a different one. If you have one that you want to recommend to me, throw it at me. But this is what I did. And you can use a calendar. I just made my own sheet of paper. So you can do you. And see what works for you. Thanks for watching. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to someone else. And be fabulous.